What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog 1 on Sonic Origins. Today, we are going to finish the game. We are in the second to last zone of the game, the Starlight Zone. And this one is, as I've already teased, my favorite zone in the game. I can't explain to you why, I just really enjoy the theme of this zone. It has like a chill, lo-fi kind of vibe to it, and I just really love that kind of vibe in any game. And okay, that's the okay, that didn't okay, that wasn't supposed to go like that, but okay. Yeah, welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog, everybody. We are still trying to get the 6 Chaos Emeralds, and yes, I am well aware that I still need 2, and I only have 3 more chances to get those, so I have to be hot on my tail today. Either I make it or I fail, and Act 1 of Starlight Zone is actually a very important one when it comes to that, because I will have to... please don't hit me. I will have to make sure that I actually get a Chaos Emerald in this act, because it is going to be extremely much more difficult in Act 1 of the Final Zone, and I don't want to be stuck in the Final Zone trying to get a Chaos Emerald. That would be just bad. So I'm not going to speed through Starlight Zone as I usually would, because this is a zone where you can beat the level in just under 30 seconds. But of course I have to be careful while I play through this, because I really do want to beat the game with all 6 Chaos Emeralds. As you can see, the theme here is jumps, bumpers, platforms that change, wind, and bottomless pits. But the bottomless pits will only be a danger if you don't stay at the top of the stage. Okay, we did it. Okay, we got one, guys. We got one out of the second, or out of the 2 that I still need. If you stay on the top of the level, you will never have any dangers with bottomless pits, but if you go below, at the very bottom of the stage, you will have issues, because at the bottom of the stage it's more like a construction site rather than a beautiful night sky city, which is at the top. At the top it's a beautiful night sky city, and I think that's more or less the reason why I enjoy Starlight Zone so much, because it fits my vibe. I really enjoy it. I need this to go slow. This is one of the worst ones to play through, because you have to constantly be on the right path. That's not the right path. Yes, there you go. No, I didn't want to change direction again. No. Jump. There you go. Thank you. I just, in general, I don't like the special stages of Sonic 1. They irritate me. And I don't like being irritated. Whenever we let's play Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3, especially Sonic 3, that's gonna be much more piece of cake, because first of all, I know exactly how to get to the special stages in Sonic 3 and 2. And it's gonna be a lot more easier. It's got a lot easier, let's say it like that. And the special stages itself are easier as well. But we now have 5 out of 6 Chaos Emeralds. I'm really hoping I can pull it off in Act 2 of Starlight Zone, because it's gonna be a bitch in Act 1 of the next zone. And I'm going to explain to you guys as soon as we get to the zone why it's impossible to get more than 1 Chaos Emerald in the final zone. Everything with time, but it's gonna make sense, trust me. I just have to be very careful in... Oh, I didn't want to go down there. Can I go back? No. These wind turbines, or wind wheels, are even stronger than Sonic speed. Yes, I know, incredible. But I'm gonna have to be very careful in Act 2, because it's not so to say a very dangerous level, but still, you can lose your rings easily, and if I'm not careful, it might happen to me. But Starlight Zone Act 2 is actually the only act, besides Green Hill 1 and 2, that you can beat in under 30 seconds, and yes, we made it! Okay. Oh, okay, thank God. I was really worried for a second that we might not get the Chaos Emeralds, but I think I should be fine. Because in this game, in Sonic Origins, I actually have the chance to redo a special stage if I would fail it by using a coin, and I have 176 coins, so I should be in no danger at all when it comes to failing this last Chaos Emerald. And I really made it close, you know? I got the last Chaos Emerald in Starlight Zone Act 2, and usually I get the last Chaos Emerald about midway through the game, so like Labyrinth Zone, I want to say. That's where I usually get the last Chaos Emerald. But you know, making it interesting or close isn't a bad thing, especially for a Let's Play. Just keeps the tension going. But we did it. We got the last Chaos Emerald, and it says Sonic got them all. The red, pink, blue, yellow, green, and silver one. We have all 6 Chaos Emeralds. So we basically have finished the game 100% now. We just have to beat the last couple of zones. And ouch, that's exactly what we're going to do. I can actually speed up a bit now, because I don't have to be afraid. Ooh, okay. I don't have to be afraid of losing all my... Ow, you bitch! Losing all my rings anymore. So I don't have to be careful at all anymore. I can just run. I still don't want to die, because that's embarrassing. Okay, I've never been up here before. Hello. But, yeah, I don't have to be afraid of losing my rings. These things work, as you can see, just flip the ball up, and as soon as it comes down on the other side, you get spun up to the wherever you want to go. Definitely take this invincibility shield, because there's a lot of bombs in this stage. Also a badnik, don't get it twisted. This is still a robot made by Eggman, but it doesn't have an animal inside. It powers itself. That would be a little too cruel, even for Eggman's standards, putting animals inside self-destruction bombs that pop as soon as you get too close to them. That is too cruel, even for Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Also, fun fact, this swing right here that you can actually stand on, yep, there you go, it's a platform. That's the only time it ever appears in the game. Only here in Starlight Zone Act 3. Nowhere else in the game does that swinging pendulum type thing appear. No, go. Ooh, okay. Go down here. Ow! Also, these fans stop spinning sometimes, and that's actually what you have to do. Sometimes you have to wait for them to stop spinning so you can get through. But we're at the boss now. And this boss works exactly with these things. You either jump yourself up there, or you use the bombs to hit Eggman. Very creative boss, as I might add. I like this boss a lot. It's probably my favorite in the game. It just forces you to not attack Eggman by yourself, but to use your environment, and I just think it's neat. I really like this boss as an idea. And don't let them explode, or these shards will hit you. And he also always throws the bomb on the side of the thingy that's up. Wait, no, he didn't. I just lied. Oh, he always throws it on the side that's down. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. But you're gone. Bye-bye. And I always like to make them straight before I leave. Just looks clean. No! I failed my own virtue. Okay, but it's fine. We beat Starlight Zone, and we got all the Chaos Emeralds remaining, which I was kind of nervous before I started recording this part, that I wouldn't be able to do it, but we did it. Sonic has passed Act 3. Now for the final stage, I actually like this one a lot. Scrap Brain Zone Act 1. We are actually here. We did it. We're at the heart of Eggman's operations. We're in his Cyber City, Eggman Land, as he also likes to call it, but in this game it's called Cyber City, and everything's shooting at us. Badniks that we've seen before, fire, electricity, things that want to stomp me and crush me into tiny little hedgehog pieces. This is it, the final zone of the game, and of course the most dangerous. A fun fact about this zone, or a fun feature more to say, is that every act is a little different. The first act, as we can see, starts us outside of the city, not inside of the operations itself, but outside, where you can see the background. And I just want to say this is pristine pixel art. I really like the background here. It shows you a lot of detail on the Cyber City Eggman has created. But yeah, as you can see, the level is very dangerous. Fire, electricity, stumpy things, platforms that disappear, and a lot more shenanigans. Yeah, fire and electricity at the same time. Platforms that spin if you don't wait long enough. and platforms that break apart. And these things that I've always seen as gummy bears, I don't know why, but these animatronics have just always, ouch, looked like gummy bears to me. But in actuality, they're just normal bears that throw explosives balls at you, and you really don't want to touch those balls because it will cost you your rings. But we're done with Act 1, and as you can see right here, we have a goal sign. As soon as we get to Act 2, I'm going to explain to you guys, or to the end of Act 2, I'm going to explain to you guys why it's only possible to get a Chaos Emerald in the first act of Scrap Brain. But first of all, Scrap Brain as Zone Act 2. We are now inside Eggman's facility, and it's even more dangerous here with spinny platforms that accelerate you, and you can shoot yourself up really high if you stand on them. Actually, I've never pressed this button. What does it do? Oh, it leads you up here. No! I didn't want to fall down. I wanted to explore upside. We also have these elevators, quote-unquote. I don't know if it's supposed to be an elevator, but it sure looks like one. That you can use to go from level to level. Of course, bombs again. Giant motorized saw blades that want to cut Sonic in half. You have to dodge and fire, and it's really not a easy stage. No, by no means is Scrap Brain Zone easy, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's the last zone of the game, you know? You're supposed to have a challenge. And I actually really enjoyed this stage for being difficult. I think it's doing a great job. Especially with these conveyor belts and saw blades that still want to cut me in half. This block, also the only time it appears in the game, tries to crush us again. Ouch. It's just Eggman has a knack for crushing, burning, or just electrocuting Sonic. Usually those things will appear in his final levels, in his secret bases. Fire, electricity, and crushing. Just those three things will always appear, pretty much. But we're getting closer. Give me a ring, I don't want to die. We are getting closer and closer by the second. Ouch. I think we're actually already at the end. There you go. There's also a goal sign here, but the following cutscene, quote unquote, will exactly tell you why we can't get a Mega Ring here. Just listen and enjoy. Cutscene from 1991. They didn't have all that much technology back in the day. Okay, we see a bridge. We're gonna cross it, and there he is, Eggman, behind an energy source. But come on, come out of hiding, bro. What are you doing, man? No! And that's why you can't get a Mega Ring here. It's explained really stupidly. It's just that the cutscene blocks it, and the Mega Ring won't even appear, so the final chance you get is Scrap Brain Zone Act 1. Now, as you can see, Scrap Brain Zone Act 3 is more or less Labyrinth Zone Act 4, just with a different color palette. And there is a really, really quick way to beat this level. If you press this button, this platform here will start sinking, and if you go to the left fast enough, I think it's the left. It might be the bottom as well. Oh, I can never remember this. I think it's going down here. If you go down here fast enough, you basically skip the entire level. We'll see if I'm right here. Uh-oh, I fell. That might be bad. Oh yeah, that is definitely bad. Okay, I fucked it up, but no matter. It's better for a Let's Play if I show you the entire level, in case you guys want to play through this. But what would have happened, I need air, is that if I went through the shortcut, I would have basically skipped 90% of the level. Can I get air? Oh my... I was basically dead. Okay. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that if you get to the shortcut, you basically skip like 90% of the entire level, and it makes the level so much more like easy to go through, because this is a very, very annoying and difficult level, as you will be able to see, because I'm actually going through the right path this time. I'm going through the long one. I don't think I've ever played this level normally. I've always chosen the shortcut because of obvious reasons. I hate Labyrinth Zone, and just having to play through an entire new act of Labyrinth Zone after I get out of it in the first place is just a horrid thought. But for the sake of the Let's Play, and because I fucked it up in the first place, I'm going to do it this time, and I'm actually interested to see how hard it is. I think there's air up there, right? Gimme, please. Hello? Oh my god, from underneath. Why is it so close? Are the air bubbles more sparse in this level? Ouch. I have no rings. Okay, we're at the end. It wasn't even that long. But the act number 3 actually ends like this, and we get thrown into the final zone, which is basically the Scrap Brain boss fight. He has these giant stomping machines, and he always puts out 2 of those at the same time, and he will always be in one of them. You have to avoid getting crushed and hit him in the correct one, and then when he stops his crushing procedure, he will throw 4 light balls of electricity at you. And you always have to dodge those, which is easier said than done, because you always have to find the gap that's the biggest so you can survive. Because these will kill you instantly because you don't get any rings in the final zone, which I always thought was a nice touch. It's supposed to be harder, right? And having no rings makes this insanely hard. The only thing that I have to it's kind of a bad thing if you play this on the original Sega Mega Drive, because it has some glitches here where you just teleport to the side of every platform, and that just makes the boss fight really hard, and you have limited lives, of course, on the Mega Drive, so failing this enough times and going game over will result in you having to play through the entire game again, and that is frustrating. But on the Sonic Origins collection, I think it's just fine. Give him 8 hits and he will die, the light will break, and he's trying to flee. And what you can do here is, you might not know this, but you can give him a little hit right here. And he will break down and fall into the total abyss, but I'm gonna shut up for the cutscene. Oh, no, never mind, not getting a cutscene yet. We see Sonic running all the way back to Green Hill Zone, and because we got all the Chaos Emeralds, this animation right here appears. If you don't get all the 6 Chaos Emeralds, this won't show. But because of the Chaos Emeralds, the flowers and the life return to Green Hill Zone. And that's it for Sonic the Hedgehog 1. An amazing game, in my opinion. One of the best that came out of the 90s. It just introduced the world to a whole new video game mascot that could even rival the great Mario. And that's just never seen before in gaming. Sonic did what anyone else couldn't do. It threw gaming's king off of its throne and gave him a real battle. And for that, I will always be grateful. Sonic was my first ever game that I ever played on the PlayStation 2 in the Sonic Mega Collection Plus. And he introduced me to gaming. I am what I am today because I played Sonic. I am a gamer at heart. And I always will be. And Sonic introduced me to this wonderful world that I am well into today. When it comes to the game itself, I would have to give it a solid 7 out of 10. It is nowhere near a perfect game, a perfect jump and run, but it did revolutionize the idea of jump and runs. Being able to go this fast and just having limitless lives as long as you had rings was a very, very interesting idea that Sega came up with in the 90s, and it still sticks to this day. Many successful jump and runs have inspiration from both Mario and Sonic because of the mechanics that both deliver, and I still think that the ring mechanic and the idea that you can go super fast is one of the best that gaming has ever seen. As far as the levels go, Sonic 1 has good levels. Green Hill Zone is fantastic. Starlight Zone is great. Scrap Brain Zone is a very good final zone, but the zones in between, Marble, Spring Yard, and Labyrinth Zone, do take out the speed level of the game, and that's what makes it a little bit of a drag, but then again, the game is very short, so it's no problem. And you get this little cute animation at the end when you have all the 6 Chaos Emeralds. If you don't have the Chaos Emeralds, Eggman will say the end ? And juggle them in his hands. But we got all of them, so he's really mad. And now I'm gonna shut up. The magic 7th Chaos Emerald. Where could they be going? Sonic is about to find out. But first, who's she? An owl? Star? And a ghost. With a scythe. But what does it have to mean? What does it mean? Okay, rejuggle them, and a white knight in shining armor. Oh no, her cards! Aw, go get them back. Uh-oh. What is that? Okay, you might have noticed that there was a cut right there, and that is because the story mode actually just instantly skips to the next game. And I don't want to show you guys that yet, because I want to play through the games one by one. But for anyone wondering, the next game will not be Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It is actually going to be Sonic the Hedgehog CD. I don't know why, but they put Sonic CD before Sonic 2 in this chronological order right here, and it kind of makes sense because of a few characters we're going to see. But the pink hedgehog that you saw in the cutscene was one of those new characters, and what other things wait in Sonic CD are you're going to experience for yourself when we Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog CD next. I wanted to show you guys a little bonus that this game actually has. It's the map screen that Sonic Origins has. This is South Island, I think? You can explore the map right here by going into explore mode and zooming in. And it's just, I wanted to show you guys these little details that are all around this map. The marble zone detail right here with the gems and the ruins. Of course, Green Hill at the very top. We have the entrance to a labyrinth zone right here. We have Scrap Brain Zone, you can see in the background right there with all the mechanical towers. We can see Spring Yard Zone with the bumpers. And we can even see Starlight Zone with these spinning platforms. And just the characters, they look really lovely. Sonic running around the city. This mysterious pink hedgehog that we've seen before. Another red character that we haven't seen. And this yellow flying fox. And of course, Dr. Eggman is here as well. As proud as ever. And his badniks. And all the animals that we saved. Little piggy, we have a rabbit, a chicken, a flicky. Just all those wonderful animals that we rescued. But that is it for Let's Play Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. And as always, I hope you are having a good day, night, evening, morning, or wherever you might be. And until next time, bye bye.